Hey guys, Marsenkin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are going to be taking a look at Rose now versus the Red Zone Fusion ZAMASU. Should be interesting because, of course, he does have that extra damage reduction before he attacks, which will make him good against defending the AoEs, hopefully. Now, I did get mine to full level 10 links already. I did a whole bunch of link leveling while I was sorting out some other stuff. I've recorded like the Kefla showcase on the private server, so letting this run, and then finished it off with some evening him out with some skill orbs, and then a key run on the Kai stage. So here's full link level 10. I did decide after the stream, I got him up to 69%, I got that one dupe. I decided to do one more rotation of summons after the stream, and on the free one, got the Trunks carrying my, got another copy of him. So in total with the tickets, and then I think it was about 1,000 stones, or like 1,200, something like that. We got the 2 extra copies, so pretty happy with that. Not going to worry about getting any more copies. Obviously, when he next comes back on a banner, I'm sure I'll end up pulling more copies of him. I never go for the rainbow on the first banner. For his build, I've gone for quite a decent amount of crit because he doesn't have any in his hidden potential. A little bit of dodge, and then obviously I've given him a bit of additional because whilst he does attack a lot of times during a turn, I do want him to make sure he gets that hidden potential additional, because if he only has 5, I've seen a couple of people, I think Toon rainbowed his and has only given him 5 additional, which means if he attacks 5 times in a turn, he gets 5 times to proc that additional chance, but it's only 10%. So even like 5 times, 10% is quite low, but we'll see how it works out. Now, starting rotation, pretty bad for orbs, so we're only going to get the 1 rainbow here. We also do have Int Rose on the rotation, which is a little bit awkward for having to take this AoE attack, but oh, we're going to get instantly supered as well. So let's see how we eat this. We negate it. Let's go. That Ki Blast super. You love to see that. And then he tanks the normal for double-digit damage. An Int Rose with the dodge. Let's go. Because, yeah, I think Int Rose takes, what, like 250 to 300k from that? So I'll take that. Nice. The super attack nullification. Excellent. We get the additional normals are not doing any damage. Do we get the hidden potential? We do, but it's a normal. All right, well, is what it is, I guess. But yeah, I'll take that super nullification in slot 1 and then tanks the AoE for double digits. That's pretty nice. And then we get the Int Rose floated off here. Obviously, the friend is Rainbow and is link level 10. Being link level 10 is very important for characters that have big bad bosses. So we're going to be looking good with those extra stats regardless of our HP on the turn. And then 9.5 for this guy, even with just the starting 12 key super. That is very good. And then, yeah, of course, tanks the normal for double digits. Very strong first turn. Yeah, I forgot I threw Metal Cooler on here. He has a... he does get the 100% leader skill from this guy. Nightmare, Fear and Faith. Is it better for him to just have big bad bosses? It probably is. 195. Goes up to 243. Although, look at that, man. There's rainbow orbs there for the taking. I might just do this. Yeah, let's do that. Get our rainbow orbs. We can get 2. And then we'll get these for you. So, don't slot 1 super again. Good. Still take 58k on Metal Cooler. But then he gets his defense up here. As worst case scenario, he gets blasted away immediately by a super and then just revives. So it's not really the end of the world. And then, yeah, we get 2 rainbow orbs of Rose. So he's going to get 2 additional normals. And this is, of course, my one. That is the 2 dupes falling level 10. I'll have to see how it plays out, right? Because I think maybe getting his additional as high as it is a little bit high. But it's just because one of the skill orbs I wanted to give him some dodge or some extra crit, whichever one it was. I had one that also gave additional. So I was like, might as well have some extra. I don't think I gave him... He doesn't have many additional in the actual hidden potential nodes. But a lot of the skill orbs that he has gives him extra additional. So... Alright, so there's 6.9. Now, he does count as something someone did point out in the comments that I forgot to mention. Every time he attacks 5 times, he gets an additional super that turn. So if you don't get 5 attacks in the first turn, but then you get a couple more attacks in the second turn, then you've attacked 5 times. On that turn, he has now attacked 5 times in total. So then he gets the guaranteed additional. And then we proc the hidden potential one again, or the passive one after that as well. So pretty decent turn for him there with the 2 dupes. He attacked, what, 5? Was it 5 or 6 times in total? Which means his defense for the turn is easily getting close to 1,000,000. Of course he had the super. Bruh. Dodge, perhaps? We had such a great turn with the super nullification and Int Rose dodging a super. And then, of course, AGL ZAMASU had to sell. All because I didn't want to put Metal Cooler in slot 3. I wanted to try and get those physical orbs, but that's all right. We can jump back in. In fact, we might as well just jump straight back in here. Who else do we have available in terms of the Rose friends? Because we've got the only other rainbow one I think was Toon's one. Although this one's popped up again. I swear this is the one I just used, but hey, we'll take it. Alright, we got double roll. This is a good first rotation actually, double Rose and ZAMASU, because everyone has pretty good damage reduction for the start of the turn. So in terms of tanking like the AoEs, we should be looking good. Good ZAMASU intro. Alright, so not a crazy amount of rainbow orbs though, sadly, but we can get one for you here. Can I get any more to like drop down from anywhere or something? Maybe if I do this, although then you don't get an 18 key super, which I guess isn't super important. Nope, the rainbow orb still stuck out over there by itself. So I guess we'll just grab these then. That's going to be his biggest issue, and we talked about this in the 55% showcase quite a bit, is like not having a rainbow orb changer on his team just hurts him so much, because he's a completely different unit on the turn where you can get 3 rainbow orbs and get a guaranteed like 3 attacks. And then look at that, there's the counter again. It's a 70% chance to nullify Key Blast supers, so that's really, really good. Both times he's been supered for the recording of this video, he's like negated the super, so we absolutely take those. But yeah, these turns where you just don't get the rainbow orbs of him, he's not going to look anywhere near as good. I mean, we got the additional super from the passive or the hidden potential, whichever one that was. And it did an okay little bit of damage, nothing too crazy. And he's able to tank reasonably well after supering as well, despite losing the damage reduction. Of course, in this phase against ZAMASU, he does have type advantage, as well as still having 30% damage reduction. We're running a full super bosses team apart from Metal Cooler. So that means, of course, he does have his full damage reduction. You can get away with, if you have a Rose friend, because he obviously counts as a super boss ally as well, you can get away with running 2 non-super bosses allies. Which we do have, sorry, actually, because we have Super Saiyan 3 Rose on the team. So Super Saiyan 3 Rose and Metal Cooler are the 2 non-super bosses we can get away with having and still have his full passive active for the damage reduction. I love Super Saiyan 3 Rose. I'm never going to stop like gassing this man up. So much content from the anniversary, activates his passive, and he's really good there. This new Rose is another 200% leader for him. So yeah, I love using that unit. Oh, we can actually get our super attack off before the AoE here with Int Goku Black as well, so that is good. So we'll do that. Grab those for you, and then grab those for you. So looking pretty decent here. I mean, AGL ZAMASU will take a bit of damage from the AoE. Also, I guess Metal Cooler's going to take some damage from this. 367, oh, that's awkward. That's getting to the level where, like, ZAMASU could be getting killed again at the end. God damn it. God damn this team. AGL ZAMASU. I mean, that's the thing. Looking at this team, there are some units that I would run on Rose's team in other events who are not going to be very good against Fusion ZAMASU. It's the only reason why Metal Cooler's on the team. I thought I'd throw another physical unit on here who could be okay defensively, and of course does have that revival. But unfortunately, with the fact that it's him that has to get killed for you to get the revive, it's obviously not going to play out that way now, and potentially AGL ZAMASU is just going to get killed again here. Although Int Goku Black really going all in on the attempts to save the run here with the triple super, so he's going to take double-digit damage. You took 100. You couldn't have got a dodge, because we already know now post super that this AGL ZAMASU is going to take way too much damage to survive the turn here, unless he gets like a triple super turn maybe. Because unfortunately, AGL ZAMASU in this first phase before he transforms, no big bad bosses, which of course he would have active here. But bro, AGL ZAMASU keeps selling the run. You hate to see it. But like physical Rosé's doing pretty well. I guess we just continue to jump back in here. Normally I would just cut, but I mean we haven't got past the first phase yet, so I guess we just continue to try again with the attempts that we have for the day. I mean, who knows, we might end up using all 5. When the power level update comes out, I'll be able to have 6 attempts per day, which will be nice. But let's see. I mean, obviously I could just take him off the team, but this is the unit listing for super bosses and corroded body and mind. Now, if these guys had their Easy A on global already, they would be a shoe-in for the team. Like, they'd be super good. But yeah, in terms of everybody else, especially when you think about having to take AoEs and stuff like that, definitely not great. I guess I could try out Dark Mask King again, but he only gets the 170 lead. So as much as I do love Dark Mask King, on a 170 lead, he can be a little bit dangerous. We've got this double ZAMASU rotation again here, which is, double Rosé and ZAMASU, I should say, rotation, which is good, but doesn't help us out very much with the setup for like the next turn. But all right, so again we can only get 1 rainbow orb here, but then if we grab these for you, then there we go, we can get 3 rainbow orbs for the 79% Goku Black in slot 3. So that'll be a good showing, at least for my one in slot 3, actually getting the 3 rainbow orbs, because that means he will be attacking 5 times and therefore getting that guaranteed additional super. So he should look relatively good here. Got Big Bad Bosses active, as well as a couple of those other links that he shares with ZAMASU. So it should be a pretty good turn for the 79% one, at least. But see how that plays out here. Only got the 1 rainbow orb for you. So there's the additional from his passive, which has a high chance to become a super, and it was. Then, of course, we get the additional normal. And then hidden potential, maybe? Oh, we do get the hidden potential one. Nice. Up to 7.1. So, I mean, Rosé can look pretty good, even with, like, you know, if you don't get the rainbow orbs, you can still get some decent RNG, get the hidden potential, extra attack. And then we're going to negate this one as well. 70%. Let's go. Look at that. You love to see it. So, yeah, no getting hit with Ki Blast Supers on physical Rosé so far. He's 100% success rate with negating those. So, you love to see that. And then maybe we can actually get past the first phase this time. That would be great. Hopefully AGL ZAMASU doesn't sell me out. But, you know, we got Dark Mask King, although unfortunately he's in slot 7. That can provide us that little bit of extra healing. But, although, of course, now that I think about it, he does need to have a heroes unit on rotation with him in order for him to be able to guard, which he's not going to have on his first appearance. And it's going to probably be in the physical phase, because we probably kill him on the next turn. So that's awkward, because I have Super Saiyan 3 Rosé on the team, but they're not on the same rotations. So yeah, we get all our additional attacks here with the Rosé because we got the orbs. Then we're going to get our guaranteed additional super, and we're up to 8.8. So not too bad considering the links we have active and no support. And then we can still get another attack after this as well, which we do not. So, and he's AoEing in slot 1 because of course he is. So, worst possible scenario for this team, for this rotation. So, I think we're probably just going to go ahead and use a Whis here now. Just so I can get to, like, I just want to get to more turns of actually being able to use Rosé. But everybody, I keep getting the worst possible RNG for everybody else on the rotations. So, I might as well just throw an item out at this point. Because, yeah, we still, like, putting physical Super Saiyan 3 Rosé in slot 1. He's got type advantage, but it's obviously not ideal. He likes to get, he gets a lot of defense from supering. So, ideally, we always want to attack with him first. But, considering I have all the units on the rotation, probably the safest one to put in slot 1 here. We do get the double super with him as well, which is good. As I always say, of course, as I mention it every time, but the more supers we get with him in the base Super Saiyan 3 form, the better, because then the more stacks he gets ready for when he's going to transform. So that's very good. I ideally want to not kill him here, but unfortunately, in Rosé, he can go off a little bit here. Don't super again. Perfect. And then, yeah, AGL ZAMASU shouldn't kill him. Even if he gets an additional super, AGL ZAMASU should be unable to finish him off. Yeah, 3.1 on the first turn. Because normally you want AGL ZAMASU to get a bunch of additionals on the first turn, so he gets those extra defense stacks. But of course, unironically here, we don't want him to do that. Don't do it again. Perfect. There's a dodge this time. And then, of course, he's going to get supered. But we have the Whis active, so he has his own damage reduction plus the Whis. So we might take damage from this. Oh, we didn't. I was going to say, even if we did, it's not going to be enough to kill us. And then, yeah, Rose can get the finish before we get... Dark Mask King has to get hit, so that works out quite nicely. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then do this. Rose, of course, has the extra damage reduction before he attacks, so he's not going to take damage here. Gives everyone the extra, or gives super bosses, allies, I guess I should say, the 2 extra key. Always something that comes in very handy when trying to get the super attacks for like ZAMASU and everything. The fact that he does give that extra key when he gets hit, like the LR Piccolo, very, very good effect. So, all right, well, this is going to be an interesting turn because we need to make sure we get our chance to guard with the Super Saiyan 3 Rose. Again, we can't get a lot of rainbow orbs here, which is unfortunate. So we'll do this, and then we will do this. Of course, there's 3 rainbow orbs available at the end. So slot 1 super, what are we taking here? With the defense he has start of turn and 60% damage reduction. 579, damn. Because this is the thing, like, from looking at his start of turn defense, his biggest, I think, issue with his entire card is that he loses the damage reduction when he attacks. Because his defense plus the damage reduction that he does get is just not really good enough for slot 1 if he's going to take a super. And then after he's attacked... Yeah, see, he loses his damage reduction. If you're not getting a bunch of attacks and a bunch of additional supers, then he's not doing enough, like, build-up of his passive and enough build-up of his defense in order for you to actually be able to tank those hits. So, yeah, that is crazy. I guess we might as well jump in. I'm looking at the recording timer for the length of the video, but I guess we might as well jump in one more time here. But... yeah, definitely not having a lot of luck so far. We also have this awkward first rotation again. Well, an awkward first rotation, considering we have 2 units that are very much not going to be good at taking attacks here. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out straight away. We can get 3 rainbow orbs of Rose, though. So at least there's that for this first turn. We can get all the key for the Int Rose as well. So... I mean, this would be a good setup for a starting turn if it wasn't against, you know, the AoEs and everything. But there's another super attack negation, so we are at least at a 100% success rate for not getting hit by the super attack in phase 1 on this Goku Black. Of course, the irony being that he would have tanked that way better than he does the phase 2 super, so it would be much more beneficial if he could negate the unarmed super attack from ZAMASU, at least in this event, right? I'm not sure how prevalent it is now across all of the content, especially the stuff that came out in the anniversary, whether Key Blast supers or unarmed supers, like negation, is actually better. Obviously here in the ZAMASU fight, like, you take enough damage in the first phase from the AoEs, so having the ability to negate that super, I think, is pretty good. But Rose definitely can look good. It's just always going to be a constant battle. Like, if he's not getting all of those extra attacks in the turn, then he's not going to be looking very good. And that's reliant on rainbow orbs that he doesn't create and no one else in the team creates, because Super Bosses just does not have a good, reliable orb changer. So it's something that's going to always be a struggle. I'll try out some different team builds, of course, with this guy, and see if we can get him on a decent team with an orb changer. But like, even we talked about Tech ZAMASU's team, you can run like God Goku, Tech God Goku. But of course, you only really want to run him if you're fighting a Pure Saiyan or movie boss enemy, because otherwise he is essentially useless, right? So Int Rose going off here again. You love to see that. Int Rose, what a great unit. I can't believe people underestimated his EZA when he came out. Probably, well, I mean, I can believe it. It is literally just because he's not good against AoEs. So people, in that meta that we were in, if a unit comes out and isn't good against AoEs, then of course they automatically were bad. Whereas, yeah, that in Goku Black's EZA is very, very good. So this is going to allow Fusion ZAMASU to get full key here once we get hit by ZAMASU. Actually, it'll be interesting to see if we negate this. Oh, we didn't negate it finally. There we go. And we still take double digits. Nice. I wanted to see if we negate the super, does that give us the 2 key? Because we technically weren't getting hit. So I'm not sure how that works. But for the first time, he didn't negate the super against Fusion ZAMASU. But we took double digit damage anyway. Oh, and bear in mind, of course, this is him without big bad bosses on this turn. Because physical Super Saiyan 3 Rose does not have big bad bosses. So we are missing a considerable amount of stats here. 25% attack and defense for Rose on this turn. So bear in mind when taking into account the numbers, which are still relatively decent. And then, of course, tanking-wise, still pretty good as well. I think we're just going to finish him off on this turn. Nah, probably not. No, we didn't get the additional Super Saiyan 3 Rose either, so we probably won't be finishing him off here. Are you serious? Well, my next door neighbours have the worst habit of like starting DIY or construction work literally only when I'm trying to record. I could be sat here editing and making thumbnails for like an hour and there won't be any noise whatsoever. And then all of a sudden I start recording and there's like a drill going off in the ceiling behind me. Anyway, we didn't finish him off here. We're going to have Dark Mask King on this next rotation without the Hero's Ally again, but we should hopefully be okay. We get the fusion with AGL ZAMASU here, so he's not so much of a liability now. Alright, the group attack is there, so I guess we just go ahead and do this. We can get the 3 rainbow. Actually, yeah, we should be fine here now, because if we get the 3 rainbow orbs, then Rose should hopefully be able to build up and do enough that he just kills ZAMASU in this phase, because we are going to get all of the extra attacks. So we start off at 3 mil, then we're going to get our passive, which of course has a high chance to become a super, and it does, so jumped up to 4.1. Now we're going to do 3 additional normal attacks, guaranteed, that will only be normals, but I don't know if this is my one or the friend. I gave my one, yeah, it's my one. I gave my one a decent bit of crit. Are we actually going to get any crits though? Doesn't look like it. And then we get a guaranteed extra attack, so we're up to 8.3. Hopefully Dark Mask King doesn't just get immediately destroyed by this AoE. But and then there's the hidden potential as well, because we did so many attacks. So many chances to proc the hidden potential. So 9.7 mil. Is that going to be enough? Oh, so close. Needed the crit on that extra attack. So how much is Dark Mask King taking? Because no one else took any damage. 378. I mean, it's not ideal, but at least we're, I think we don't transform with Rose next turn. Now, the thing with ZAMASU, the event, of course, when it comes to using the Rose team, is we almost don't want to use our domain because we'll be buffing him. Because, of course, he is a super boss enemy that is also extreme. So he gets the full benefit of the domain from physical Rose, who, as we already know, like, is not going to be eating a slot 1 super, especially with no big bad bosses active. So hopefully we don't get supered here. The normals, we still take 76k start of turn. Yeah, we dodged the super, which is good, but I mean, that just shows you, like, type neutral slot 1 without big bad bosses, though, of course. So we'd have got, we'd have taken significantly less with big bad bosses active, but that's just not really good enough for like a unit that wants to be in slot 1, because then he loses the damage. Like, his defense post supering, if you get all the supers off, if you can get the rainbow orbs, is actually quite good. But we saw from the previous run where we didn't manage to get any rainbow orbs, we got like 1, and he doesn't do all these extra attacks, that then his defense isn't even good enough to tank the normals from physical ZAMASU. Now, to be fair, of course, physical ZAMASU post supering, his normal attacks do a lot more damage. But yeah, it's just, the content that's coming out is only getting bosses that hit harder and harder. So this Rose not being able to eat like slot 1 supers is definitely not good for him. Also, I don't know, like, defensively, Int Rose is very good after getting his supers off, but after this ZAMASU gets his post super attack buff, I don't know if he is going to be okay here. No, he is not. Well, there you go. Not a very successful set of runs. So ZAMASU maybe a bit too tricky for this guy with the team build at the moment. I think that's the biggest issue as well. People obviously talked a lot of trash about super bosses when it came out on JP. It's come out on global and we don't have Broly. We don't have the EZA for the Broly trio. We don't have that Int Golden Frieza who would be a must run on this team, being a super boss's support and a really good tank. So Rose and his team definitely have potential. But, like, they're very shaky on global at the moment, I have to say. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. That is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.